Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Metroid Prime Trilogy Revisits. We are on part 3 of Metroid Prime 1. You would think I would learn by now to stop putting my iPad directly in the path of my Wii sensor bar, but that would require me to have more than one functioning brain cell. Anyway, let's do it. There's a realistic chance we beat this. I know 28% doesn't seem like a lot. There's a realistic chance we beat this Thursday. I wouldn't bet money on it, but there's a realistic chance. We're at that point where it starts to pick up, you know, pickups-wise. And we still actually do have a fair amount of lore. We still have the entire Phazon Mines, and we haven't explored all of the Chozo runes. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. I would at least expect to be done with Phazon Mines Part 1 today, though. I'm saying a lot of parts and numbers, I apologize. As in, like, the first run through the Phazon Mines. Alright, let's see if I can get it going again here with my inverted buttons. Perhaps putting it down for 5 days. Yeah, no, it feels almost natural now. Definitely, again, easier on the thumbs, for sure. That is, like jumping with the A button and, like, spamming B instead of spamming A. It is much easier on the hands in my old advanced age. It still fucks me up a little, though, because I don't know why I entered Morph Ball mode there. Okay. Ass cheeks. I'm trying to think if I got anything exciting to talk about today. I mean, in terms of the daily life of Rick TT12, things are pretty repetitive, you know, same shit happens, different day. Apparently I accidentally hit this door. Yeah, go figure. What we got Nintendo news-wise? Rumors of a Nintendo Direct now, which that's nothing new. There's always rumors of a Direct. If you say there's gonna be a Direct every single day, eventually you're gonna end up being right. But no, this, of course there's going to be one in September, and if Prime 4 actually is releasing this year, I mean, it kind of, you know, they have to announce the release date in September. Otherwise, just wait until next year. I inhaled a little more copium, though, so I'm going to make a prediction. November... Hold on. November... Was it 6th? Yes, November 6th. That's 3 weeks after Legends EA and 2 weeks before Kirby Air Riders, which, again, is going to be a big title, but it is a spin-off for all intents and purposes. And I don't know if I explained this on stream yet. There's one thing that has me optimistic about the sales of Metroid Prime. So what I'm going to do here, as I'm doing my thing, I'm going to list every single game that's currently on Nintendo's, like, I'll call it a hype cycle. That's what I'll call it. I will call it a hype cycle. After we stop staring at this wall. And by that I mean after we read this lore. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we, Chozo, could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift. For we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. Yeah, so anyway, back to what I was saying. So here's everything in Nintendo's, like, hype promotion cycle right now. You have Mario Kart World. You have Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm going to list Switch 2 editions as well. You have Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 editions. You have Starcross World and Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 editions. You have... I'm going to include it because it will happen. There will be some sort of Mario thing, even if it's small. I always loved this room. It's so shiny. Even if it's small. I believe this is the end of my road. Yes? Yeah. Because I already got that. Then you have... Pokemon Legends ZA. Kirby Air Riders. Metroid Prime 4. And Age of Calamity. Or Imprisonment, excuse me, Force of Habit. And I guess that Splatoon thing, whatever it is, Splatoon Raiders, which is supposedly releasing this year as well. Yeah. So, Metroid Prime distinguishes itself from all of those games. Technically. Except for one. In one important category. And I'll give you a clue. That one important category involves the player base that it is being released to. And that category is coming up after we read this lore. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded in your logbook. Yep. The cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep ever further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous and threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. So anyway, I already gave the hint. And yes, that one thing is the fact that it is a Switch 2 title and a Switch 1 title. Oh, it's pizza time. We'll finish after pizza time. Also, did I skip something on my way through?
I'm him. I've been him. I will continue to be him.
No, because that would be... That would be this one, yeah, and we don't go there on this round, yeah.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Top of the morning, Cess. Beware Sailor at Be Tuesday. One of my favorite things to do in this game is just do it that way. No reason to even sniff making contact with those guys. But anyway. So that difference is the fact that it is a Switch 1 release as well. Now, of course, all of the Switch 2 editions also have a Switch 1 release, but there aren't many people buying Breath and Tears at this rate, and they also come free with Switch Online. Starcross World, that one could be a good one for people, but most people bought that game already and are just getting the upgrade pass. And everyone hates Jamboree TV. It's ass. Yeah, no, it's depressing, and it's what makes this game... now you just spawned another mini rant. We'll get to that in a sec once I finish here. So, yeah. It is a Switch 1 release. So it is basically only competing with Pokemon Legends ZA for Switch 1 owners. Ass. which is huge, because the Switch has a 140 or 50 million user install base. That's a lot of people that could be picking up Metroid Prime when the only other game available is going to be Pokemon for Switch 1 users. New releases this holiday season. That is huge for Prime, and it gives it an advantage over, what is it, I would say at most by then 10 million for the Switch 2 user base. So that makes me optimistic about the people who will be picking up Metroid Prime. But they actually need to release it for that to happen. And you heard it here first, my prediction is November 6th. If that doesn't happen, shoot me or something. I deserve it. I should probably scan the Chozo ghosts, huh? Like, they're an important enemy. That would be very cool to read about on a casual playthrough. If I can find the cocksucker. There he is. Aberration. Chozo Ghost. Spectral entity. Bioelectric field invulnerable to natural energies. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them is with X-ray scanning. We don't have that yet. This partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of Phazon in the Talon 4 environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites, where they wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. And the furnace, for some reason. They really like the furnace. I wouldn't call that a religious site, but... Anyway, Cess, like you said, those things that I'm reading, called lore entries, they will make you cry every time. That's the beauty of the Prime series. It gives you this feeling of, like, isolation and despair. But, like, not in a bad way, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like, oh my god, this sucks. It's like top-notch environment building. Like, the first time, and I've played this game hundreds of times, of course. Imagine the first time you're picking up this game and you're just like, man, everything here sucks. What happened? And you're just slowly piecing together everything as you go. Through, not like somebody telling you, but like you're picking it up yourself by like scanning things and finding information, and it is so fucking cool. That is the... and I haven't been able to experience that for the first time in the Prime series since the first time I ever played Metroid Prime 3, which was when I was like 15. So I am itching for that, and that is why on every single video or stream I've done of this so far, I have at least mentioned, because rumors keep popping up. Again, they have to announce if the game's releasing this year. They at least need to give us information on the game next month. Otherwise, what's even the point? Let's see, so we want to go left here. Okay, nothing we can do over there yet, so down and left. So yeah, I think that's the date, November 6th. December's a realistic possibility, but a lot of people, I want it to hit that Black Friday window. I really do. And because again, it's a title for Switch 1 owners, which the only other one is Pokemon Legends ZA, other than, you know, upgrade packs. That's it. So I really want it to hit then, and I think Nintendo does too. Logically, they should. Now, of course, the best way to play this game is going to be on the Switch 2, and it's not even going to be close. But there's 140 million people out there, and so far only like 7 or 8 million of them have upgraded. And there are going to be people that aren't going to upgrade for a few years. They will get the game on Switch 1 and then maybe upgrade it after the fact. And Nintendo should capitalize on that. Chozo sounds like a slur. Do not disrespect the mystical bird race, Sess. The ones that raised this badass warrior known as Samus Aran and gifted her with the most badass suit in gaming history. Okay. Gonna start getting into some more Chozo Runes lores here. This will be a pretty lore-heavy episode, or stream, I should say. This isn't a TV show, or is it? I don't know. We will get a good amount of... probably almost all of them, except for maybe one or two, in Chozo Runes, and we'll get half the Phazon Mines. What is this otherworldly pestilence? Like, and again, like, it's the reason, because I only grew up on Nintendo games. Like, this is such a different vibe from other Nintendo franchises. Like, Zelda got darker back in the day than it does now, but nothing matches, like technically, like, this is the one Nintendo franchise you could say isn't built for all ages. Like, otherworldly pestilence. Like, I'm 30 and I can barely even say that without stuttering. That infests the land, seeking out life in its blind need for corruption. And where did this meteor that brought it originate? Was it crafted by alien hands? Or is it a roving chunk of a planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the thought that long ago, in some corner of the universe, as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm may have ruptured that doomed place must have been mighty indeed. And if other meteors from it spread throughout space, they have. We'll find that out in the following games. Bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe, we hold fast to the hope that this is not so. That the only surviving remnants of this evil are here on Talon 4. Then at least, there is hope for its eradication. That is one of the better ones, where they're just like, man, this sucks that we're all dying, but hopefully it's just us that's dying. I know where I'm going. I'm taking my time, game. You don't need to tell me. I know. I'll abnormally low temperature at Rune Site. I know. We're on our way there right now. Can't you tell? Let me be. Trying to read shit. Speaking of which, there is... That's right, we gotta break it. Duh. It is a little weird to fire a super missile on the settings that I have right now. Because, like, when it's the A button to shoot, you just kind of, like, you're there, and then you just, like, skirt your thumb over. But now you gotta, like, use two fingers. So that's a learning curve. But I'm gonna keep trying, because I don't want to say it feels right. The other one feels right, because I'm so used to it. But my hand can't handle, like, the anymore. Like, I just cramp. Alright, we got 3 lores to read here. To the Entrusted One. That's me. If you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Insert gif of that, like, you know, with the pen on fire, you know. Goddamn. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs, believing in the black promise of the great poison. They seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true Entrusted One. None know if our temple, the Cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now, it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power or cipher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the entrusted one knows is approaching. Many Chozo are gifted with distant sight, and even more begin to learn it, as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days on the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark. The worst of the prophecies, and the most common, tells of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites, nurtured in a poisonous womb, the worm grows, devouring from within until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. The worm would be Phase. The seed, as one might say. They must have, like, slightly optimized, like, morph ball physics or something in the remaster, because, like, it's a little different. It do be a little different. It's also easy to get stuck, apparently. There we go. Yeah. Only the holder of the 12 shall face the worm. Hall of the Elders. Identified as statue of a Chozo Elder. According to Chozo lore, these statues served as the watchful guardians of tombs and shrines. Its outstretched hands are empty, as if awaiting an offering. How's that for a nice miss? You'll see that shit? And with that shit. Ring hello. Oh, there you are. Hi. I'm the offering. How about that? Let's go load up on missiles, shall we? See that? Perfect form rolled right into it. Can't try that shit up any better. Phone is charged. There we go. Oh, whoops. And that's not good for him. It's the only one we got now. We're not going to come back here after we get the ice beam. You can just get it after we get the plasma beam. Ah, tragic. So close. Oh, there's a lore back there. We'll get it once we come back here. Forgot about that. I'm starting to wonder if this is a 2 more stream thing. It might be a 3 stream thing, but hey, we can always finish it and then start. We're playing on the same disc, for Christ's sake. We can always finish 1 and then start 2 on the same day. The possibilities are endless. I'm certainly not going to rush reading through the lores and whatnot. This is the reflecting pool. These fish have just been chilling in here for years since the Chozo died, and now I'm just flushing them down the toilet. Ice beam for ice beam. Or no, ice cream. I fucked it. Ice cream for ice beam. Ice beam kind of fucks, honestly. Obviously, it's the easiest way to defeat Metroids, and that's literally the name of the franchise. So yeah. So we're going this way. Can't really go the other way yet. Can make a quick pit stop back in the Findrana region. Grab our gravity suits, and then transcend. Once again, this... Well, not this one specifically, but we'll go on the one that's our best friend eventually. Fuck you. I'm just going. There you go, buddy. You did nothing. Imagine getting hit with an ice beam from that range. All you had to do was just move. Me when I... One shot, one kill. Massive internal injuries. Put them out of their misery. Alright, there's one more back there. Same one, yeah. Die. That's right, you better run. One day I'll get that. So of course, as everyone knows, the game wants you to, which I did once, for completely forgetting that I just didn't go get the gravity suit yet. The game wants you to walk in there, get lost, and then turn around. Or get stuck and then turn around, because that's just how Metroid games function. You're just like, oh shit, I'm stuck. Let me go find the thing that'll get me unstuck. But if you know, you know. That being said, I am very much looking forward to a new Metroid game. I don't think they'll do that as much, because it doesn't fit modern gaming that well. This is the one I forgot to get earlier. But there better be some things where you go like 5 minutes down a path, and they're just like, no, you're stuck now. And again, that would piss a lot of people off. Especially the lack of patience in modern gaming. But I fucking love that shit. It's so like world building. Like, it's more immersive. Like, to just walk into something, get stuck, and then, you know, have to go back and get the thing if you unstuck and go back. Like, it's very much more realistic, at the very least, for lack of a better way of saying it. I just love Metroid games. They're structured so well. Like, my calling card will always be the Prime series. Like, I will always hold them in that much high regard over the 2D series, like the mainline games. But the mainline games are bangers, too. It's... You can barely go wrong with a Metroid game. Again, even Metroid Other M. Do I like the way it's structured? Not necessarily. Do I like the story? I actually like the story more than most. I just don't like how it was portrayed, at least in the American translation. And do I like the characterization of Samus? No. I do like them showing a more vulnerable side of her, because it makes her feel more like a person, but I don't like how they did it. Like, they made her seem not badass. Which I didn't even know was possible. Yeah, this one is the faster way, yeah. That's right. So we go left. But back to my original point, even in that game, a lot of people don't like the gameplay for some reason. I feel like you're just... A lot of people associate it with, oh, the game is... There's some things about it that are insufferable, so the gameplay is not... No, the gameplay is actually really good. I like the gameplay of... I really do like Metroid Other M's gameplay. I would, honestly, if they were going to make 3D games going forward that weren't first person, I'd like to see them maybe expand upon some of the ideas in that game. Like, you know, if they were... I like the first person most, of course, but if they were going to abandon that idea... There is a basis for quality gameplay in Metroid Other M's gameplay. How did this turn into a Metroid Other M discussion? The only other slightly negative experience I've ever had with a Metroid game is the first game ages like piss, but I will always love that game because of what it started. And a lot of games like that age poorly, so like whatever. The only other slightly, you know, like even close to mid-game I would say is Return of Samus. I don't think that game ages very well. There's no map, and that just kills you. Everything else is certified absolute classic banger. Metroid Zero Mission, I could go on about Zero Mission for days. Fusion, I'm very high on, not as high as Zero Mission, Dread, and Super, but I'm very high on it. on, open up. It's almost impossible to not be high on Metroid games. They are fantastic. Fantastic works of art. Once again, I always did it for Remastered, I'll do it for this. My favorite piece of useless video game lore. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Hunter Metroid. I'm actually going to scan it this time, too. A new creature's entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Hunter Metroid. Adolescent Metroid. Energy siphoning tentacle increases its threat level. As Metroids develop, they become more efficient predators. An energy-draining tentacle allows them to attack at a distance. Quick to anger, a Hunter Metroid will charge troublesome prey and attempt to ram them into submission. Cold-based attacks are still quite effective against these creatures. Whoops. Wrong button. On that note, my favorite piece of lore. This is the Frost Cave. There's another room called the Hunter Cave. Why is the Hunter Metroid not in Hunter Cave? Just why? Developer issue? Mistake? You know, did they put it in the wrong cave? Who knows? The world will never know. But they kept it that way in the remaster too. So they had a chance to change it and they didn't. So maybe it was intentional. You never know. You never know. But yeah, and of course I know how Metroids evolve, but as I was doing that scan, let's read this first. All Metroids destined for Phazon ranges in the mines must pass inspection. So blah blah blah. Yep. Okay. I feel like we didn't get enough of that though. Like, you know, you see some different Metroid forms here, and in the next two Prime games you see it a little bit, but not as much. Metroid Return of Samus, Metroid 2, that's really the only one where you see, like, I guess a full-on, like, straight-up different forms. And that's disappointing, like, you know, of course you'd want to see that in another game, but Metroids are extinct, like, they're long extinct come, like, of course, Prime 4 is, we're at the edge, right? Yep, we're at the edge. Prime 4 is set probably, I mean, at no point after Super Metroid. So it's not on the current timeline, but all Metroids are extinct essentially as of Super Metroid, I believe. Or before. I gotta brush up on the timeline, jeez. So that's something we'll probably never get. Unless there's like other Metroids in the far reaches of the galaxy. But I really think, because they're probably going to go like a very much different, whoops. I cannot get this A-B switch down fully. I still come up with a gap here and there. But it sounds like they're really going to take Samus to new heights with the next game. Like, it'll just be like the next game isn't going to be called Metroid 6. Like, that's the end of that storyline, from what I understand. At least what they seemed to say. Did I not shoot one? Yeah. Squidward tennis balls. I don't know, I saw tentacles and I felt like saying that. Fuck. I appear to be stuck. Shut your mouth. My favorite fucking thing, the fact that these fish are just like frozen down here. You can't scan them, they're just kind of like there, and you never know what they are. I love little mysteries like that. They did not have to put like a frozen panel underneath this water, but they did, and it's so cool. Maybe one day someone will do like a YouTube theory video on that. I saw a really cool one, I wish I remembered who did it, for Kirby Air Riders. I never noticed it, and I don't think anyone made a video on it previously. There's drawings and stuff on the Sky Sands, I believe it is, level of like what appears to be like a monster, and you can see a rough shape of that like an actual monster in the what's it called, the machine passage. Like the monster's there and actually alive, and it appears to be the same one. Isn't it so like with story mode planned for Kirby Air Ride? The original one, of course. You never know. But I'm sure Mr. Sakurai will see that through, because it would appear that he is cooking up story mode for Kirby Air Riders. Here's our Kirby Air Riders rant for the day. Alright, let's fuck off. There's our hum of a missile expansion, but we will be back here. We got a second pass to do through here. Now we essentially just go back the way we came. That's really all the Phendrana region exists for, almost. It's to just take long treks here and then backtrack whenever you need something. Did I just go... Yeah, what am I doing? Why'd I go through this door? Am I stupid? Uh-oh. I should probably kill them. Ah, shit. I knew I was forgetting something. I never refilled my water. Oh well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? How is this thing still not fully charged? God, my AirPods must have been on the brink of death here. Jeez. I gotta charge my iPad soon. This thing's my alarm at night, too. Ho ho, it is almost time, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon? I don't know why I'm going that way. You know, this is a casual playthrough. I'm now realizing something and I already got one of them only. Or two? One or two? Part of me wants to go scan the clues at the artifact temple. It's kind of a now or never thing. We don't really pass through here again without going out of the way. And by then we'll have more of them. I think we're gonna do that. This is starting to feel more like a 5-parter, by the way. I've been also prioritizing sleep. Like, I could easily make it a 4-parter by stretching the stream to like 9:30, 9:45, but I cannot. I need sleep. That's seedling. Like, I'm trying to maintain the healthy lifestyle here. I struggle with sleeping enough as is, so... For dramatic effect, I'm gonna leave the, I'm not gonna do the space pirate lore or the other two lores, though. Because I've never done these in a while. Or never done these. I haven't done these in a while. Of course, we got one already, so we're not gonna get one clue, but whatever. And of course, one of them is right there. Should be two lores here, yeah. We'll get those on our final run through here. Alright, so when we get back from my midstream bathroom break, we're gonna read these. And then we're going in, folks. We will transcend. We will transcend. Be right back. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Good. I'm legally blind. All right. The Artifact Temple. That's a Chozo artifact. Collect it, then scan the totems here for clues on the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, the artifacts will open a path to the center of the impact crater. This is the Artifact of Truth, the first of 12. And that's, I forgot that not all of them are revealed. It's been so long since I've actually, you know, done this. Truth has been returned. Invaders have claimed Phendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the artifact of Elder is held. There is a tower within the ruins where light always shines. Move through the waters there to find the artifact of Lifegiver. A room of research lies within the mines. A corrupted invader is trapped there. Defeat this creature to claim the artifact of Warrior. Been returned. The heat of Magmar was a test for many warriors. A shrine in their honor holds the artifact of strength. In one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillar beneath the waves to find the artifact of Chozo. I believe that's the next one we get. Yeah. Yes. Might be the last one we can. Oh, there's one more. At least one more. A tall cave stands at Phendrana's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the artifact of spirit. One more. Within the ruins of our home, we honor our fallen elders in a great hall. A chamber beneath the statue holds the artifact of world. And that's it. The other ones we probably won't come back here for, but we'll see. We'll see. And once again, we will scan those on our final trek through here. Same with that. Do your worst, fiends. Can't remember if I saved or not before that, because I am brain dead. Where am I going? To the right. I should be shot. Come on, there we are, that's it. It is time. Once again, only this time. Okay. I'm stupid. Only this time, it is on original hardware. Wait. Yeah. I am blind. Ooh. Yeah, I love scanning the talon crabs.
Recording to logbook.
Talon crab, crustacean native of Talon 4. I'm not gonna bother them. They're adorable little creatures. I will not bother them. Oh, it never gets old, folks. It never gets old. I guess I could have scanned those guys. I'll get the next ones. Oh, did I get the one by... No, I didn't. Okay. Loading chat, please wait. Goddamn iPad. Nope. Oh, do I need to do the thing? No, no, no. Open up. Took a while. Have I lost internet connection? That would not surprise me because of the weather today. Let me check. I'm gonna pause quick.